It's not uncommon to see pop-up adverts on our phones or text messages randomly sent by fintech, that is soft loan companies, telling the public to come get some loan to offset certain bills or to take care of certain expenses. Now, as beautiful and enticing as this may be, there's been a lot of complaint recently about end users who have been defamed by some of these fintech companies sending text messages round the contact, telling the public that they have run away in quote with the company's money, that the police are looking for them and they are criminals. The truth of the matter is that there has been a reoccurrence from one fintech company or the other. And so in this episode, I'm going to be talking about loan defamation, what you should note and should do when you have been defamed by fintech company. Now, the first thing you must note about fintech companies is that a lot of them, or most of them, are internet-based service providers. In other words, they operate on internet. That is why they're even called fintech in the first place, financial technology. So you get to download the application from Google Play Store or whatever Play Store that you're using, and you upload all of your information. Everything is done with clicks. You just click on your phone and do everything on your phone. So basically, they operate an internet service based service, and you can actually say that a lot of the activities are carried out on the internet. Now, another thing you should note about fintech company is that they do not readily, or some of them do not readily, have a physical office. They may have a registered office in quotes for the purpose of registering the business or the company, but most of them or some of them do not readily have a physical office. I'm saying it with the first class information because I've happened to write to one of them, and the place that they called the office that is conspicuously displayed on the website. Nobody knew them on the street, nobody knew them in the compound or on the street number or on the street house number that they had said or they had displayed on the internet that they are actually operating from there. So you need to understand that because they are internet-based service providers, they readily do not have a physical office space, and even if they have, for the purpose of running their enterprises, for the purpose of running the business, they readily would not disclose that automatically to the public. The fourth thing you also need to note about fintech company and when you're defamed by them is that whatever it is that you did with them, it's a contract. You had a contract with the fintech company, so they are the money lenders and you are the money borrower, you are the end user, and it's simply a contractual civil relationship, nothing criminal about it. The fourth thing you need to note about fintech company is the duty of confidentiality that they owe to you as an internet service based company. What am I saying? You get to download the app, you fill in your information, your personal details, and for people like that carry on that kind of business, they owe it to you. And that is even the essence of private policy in the first place on the website, saying that they're not going to disclose your information to the third party or to the public. So they owe you the duty of confidentiality to keep your information with them private. Keep it with them. It should just be between you and them, and it's basically like banker customer relationship. No bank has the right to disclose your information to a third party except through a court order where the court commands it, where the court orders it. But where there is no order from court, they owe you the duty of confidentiality, so they have no business publishing your name, publishing your information to the public or to any contact as well. The fifth thing you must note about fintech company is that they are regulated by government agencies, especially the lending activities. So when you have defaulted or when an end user has defaulted, aside the fact that they charge interest, they are allowed to charge interest. That is, if they have a lending license, they are allowed to charge interest on whatever amount that you have collected from them, and that's even why they're in business in the first place, to make profit. So they don't just charge interest, they charge default fees as well. So when a person defaults, if you're supposed to pay on the 5th and you're paying on the 10th, you're going to be charged default fees for that 5 days. And so they have the power to an extent to do that to a particular percentage. So they're being regulated. So when somebody has defaulted, when somebody is supposed to pay at a particular time and they have not paid. There is even a duration, there's a time frame in which you should contact them or they should contact the end user. And when the person has repeatedly defaulted in repayment of the capital, the interest, and the default, there are laid down procedures by the credit bureau on how they should go about it. So on the next episode, I'm going to be talking about what you must do when you are defamed by fintech companies. So I hope you have taken note that fintech company, in a wrap, are internet service based providers. Secondly, they readily do not have a physical office, and even if they do, they readily would not want to disclose that to the public. Thirdly, your relationship with a fintech company is solely contractual and civil, nothing criminal about it. And fourthly, they owe you the confidentiality duty not to disclose or publish or share your information and personal details on the website with a third party. And they're being regulated by government agencies who have set down rules, procedures, and the steps on how to go about reporting or go about treating a repeatedly defaulting or defaulted customer or client who has taken a loan and has not paid or is not willing to pay. Okay, so that's all I'll be taking on this episode. Watch out for the next episode when I'm going to be telling you or disclosing on what you should do or must do when you're defamed by a fintech company. And please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you next time. My name is Precious Studio, and this is Business and Legal Structure. Bye.